Well, it's been about 3 days since I planted my fall crops, and they are looking good. Despite the heat down here in South Florida, they are, looks like they have adjusted well and they're doing good. So I'm sure by now most of you have started your fall season crops, and you may be holding them back some so that you can finish up your crops in other beds, or you may have to amend the crops in other beds. What if I told you that you can control the growth rate of your seedlings just by feeding them? I'll show you what I mean coming up. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm pretty sure everyone like me, when they start their seedlings, they start them in a sterile um, potting soil, um, which has no amendments in it whatsoever, or contains no nutritional value. So therefore, your seeds that you start, the only food or energy that they're getting is what is stored inside the seed. Once the seed sprouts and forms the codling leaves, it has enough energy left to form one or two sets of true leaves. These are my greasy collards on the left, and on the right, my my sugar sweet pumpkins. And all of these currently have their codling leaves. These are leaves that are actually part of the shell. There are no true leaves on any of the plants. So I won't feed them until I see um, true leaves. On the pumpkins, you're starting to see some true leaves here and over here and here. So once we get two sets of true leaves is when we'll start feeding them. Once those true leaves come on is when you can start feeding your plants. Now, you don't want to feed them a full strength um, fertilizer like you would do mature plants, but you want it to dilute it so that when you feed them, they can easily take it up and start growing. What I do is I use AgroThrive, or I use fish emulsion, and I mix it in a container like this with water, and I put one or two, maybe 3 drops in it, and I water from the bottom or feed from the bottom, and I also feed from the top. Now, you can also use something like this, a water soluble fertilizer, but you have to be careful about it because a lot of fertilizers such as that one contain salts, and the salt is not good for your plants. So in addition to watering from the top, you can also pour it into a hand pump like this and spray from the top. Or in some cases, if my plants are outside on my patio, I will use my watering wand. The watering wand has a easy flow pressurized tank connected to it, And inside that tank has AgroThrive, and they can get fed that way as well. Now you can control how fast your plants grow. If you water them 2-3 times a week, every time you water them, you can feed them, and they will grow real quickly. Or if you want to slow down their rate of growth, you can still feed them, but maybe only feed them once a week and just water them with regular water. Either way, you can control how fast they grow. So I hope this little tip helps. If you found it useful, give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in the AgroThrive, there's a link in the comment section of the video. If you're also interested in Jax, there's a link for that also. You can also go over to my website. So until next time, always remember, even in small spaces such as mine, you can grow a great amount of food for yourself and your family. Stay strong, stay blessed, and grow, grow, grow. Lastly, give the thanks to God for everything, for without Him, we are nothing. Until next time, take care.